Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your December general read. Please remember that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, and that includes cross-watchers, who of course you're always welcome here. Please never take anything personal that comes out in a tarot read as well. We don't control what comes out in the cards. Our job is to literally pass on the messages as and when they come out, and basically it could be your story or it might be someone else's story. It's for you to use your own intuition as to whether or not it's your timeline. Okay, so Aquarius. December. Aquarius energies, please. Okay, first card out is Peacock. Right. You're keeping something. There's a talent that you have, Aquarius, that you've been keeping hidden away. You need to show yourself off a bit more. There's loads of cards. Right. You also have starfish, that's water. Water. Air and fire. Right. With your starfish card, Aquarius, you might find that with this energy, it's where people are drawn to you. There's something here that they find fascinating about you. It could well be because you're just unleashing this talent for something that you've always had. You've always kept it hidden, and all of a sudden you're now showing this talent off, and it's making people magnetically drawn towards you. And again, with the whale energy, it's like it's something that's always been there, but when the whale makes its presence known, everybody will know that it's there. This is very, very fascinating. You're also looking at something here from a higher perspective with your eagle card. It's revisiting something. You're taking another look at something, and you're trying to look at it from all angles. You'll be trying to find the truth of a situation as well. With the eagle card, it usually pertains to being thrown into a situation that is going to be transformative for you. It's almost like you are being provoked by the divine to do this talent that you've been keeping hidden. And the really interesting thing here for me, Aquarius, is your lizard. This is fire energy. This is all about being a dreamer. There isn't much action with the lizard because it's all thought. It's all about dreaming. What if? And then your eagle is, even though it's air energy, it's actually fire and air. You're an air sign. So it's being able to embrace fire, action, and air, thought, and having that happy balance between the two. How to realize, make real your dreams. How do you make this happen? And it's something that you've been keeping secret. It's a talent that you have. So the divine is stepping in here, Aquarius, and they are going to pull you. Right, they're actually going to throw you in at the deep end here with something that pertains to this talent that you've been keeping secret. They're going to throw you in at the deep end, and they're saying that you can handle it. The reason that they're doing that is because you've been keeping this idea in your mind, and they want to see some kind of action from you that's going to propel you to a new way of life. Okay, so I'll see if I can get more out of your tarot with this one. It's very interesting. I'm getting that you haven't done it before because you were scared or it didn't seem practical. Now is as good a time as any. If you don't do it now, you never will. Right. Yeah, and underneath that is the rabbit. Scared, being scared, like a rabbit in the headlights. I get a little bit frustrated when storylines come out like this, because fear is the killer. Don't be led by fear. Don't let your own fear stop you from doing something that you know is ultimately going to set you off on the right path. I don't know what this skill or what this talent is. Only you'll know. And it's going to be different for everyone as well. Right, there's something here about a fence. There's a fence. There's a very high fence. You don't know how to get over it. You've tried going over it. You've tried going through it. You've tried digging under it. The fence is locked. There's multiple old rusty chains wrapped around the fence, and there's a rusty padlock keeping it tied shut. You've tried knocking the lock off as well. There's not been a way for you to get to the other side of this fence. And every time you revisit it and you give it a shuggle and it's still not budging and it's still not time, they're saying that now is the time. That was weird. You've been here before. You tried it before and it didn't work. They're saying that now is the time. There is a way that you haven't yet thought of. There is a way to the other side of the fence. You just haven't thought of it. Now think out of the box. And this pertains to that talent that you've been keeping secret. Thinking out of the box. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go through it. There's another way. Aquarius, that was fast. Okay, patience. Right. Aquarius. Aquarius, please. Guidance, please. Guidance, please, for Aquarius. Okay. Guidance, please, for Aquarius. Wow, wow. Right, okay, so the energy at the bottom of your deck, Aquarius, Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's more often than not associated with Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, you don't have to be. You could also be dealing with I'm getting a Pisces energy. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. Queen of Coins. This is somebody who does everything. They are very similar to the Empress energy. It's someone who basically they go out to work and then they come home and they cook, they clean, they look after the kids. It's someone who literally does everything. Underneath that is the King of Swords, air energy. You have been analysing someone who is the Queen of Coins energy, or they've been analysing you, watching carefully. There's a start of a brand new life here with the Sun. It's joy, happiness. Somebody, right, okay. Right, you've got a Scorpio hidden under here as well. Right. Okay, I'm not going to go any further than that. I'm getting two storylines here. Your first storyline, some of you Aquarius are asking for a second chance and want to go rushing in towards a Scorpio energy. You see something that they're building and it makes you very happy. You've been analysing them and watching them grow, watching their abundance grow, their self-confidence. That's a side story. There's a second timeline here. The second timeline is somebody has made a decision about you. They used their head over their heart. They used their logic to make their decision pertaining to you. They thought their happiness was somewhere else, and it's not gone very well for them. And now they want to change that situation. Somebody wants to do a U-turn when it comes to you Aquarius, and they want to go rushing in and asking you for a second chance. Okay. Abundance. It's all about growing your stability and your abundance, being independent. Central to your read, there's a choice here to be made. The Two of Wands can pertain to somebody who isn't happy in their current situation and they are now looking in a new direction, trying to figure out what their world is going to look like and who they're going to take in that new world. Being an Aquarius, what the chances are high that you'll just be making your own little world, and then taking the ones that you want into your own little world. There's a choice here, a choice. The Seven of Coins. waiting for something to grow, putting a lot of time and effort into a situation or a job and waiting to collect your coin. Waiting, patiently waiting. Trying to use your intuition as well. Your intuition is telling you that something isn't working. Your intuition is telling you that something isn't growing. And because your intuition is telling you that something isn't right, it has left you in a state of mental imprisonment, mental bondage, negative self-talk here as well. There's a tendency here for you to talk yourself out of something. And this is why the divine is bringing you in this eagle energy, which is the throwing you in at the deep end energy, because of this constant negative self-talk, this constant over-analysing, overthinking and worry. That's what's brought in this throwing you in at the deep end energy. I'm just going to leave that there for the duration of the read. There's something here pertaining to a community, a small group of people in your energy. You're also trying to see the bigger picture here with the King of Wands. And interestingly enough, the King of Wands, there's a little lizard there in the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is usually somebody who has thought through a situation. They've done enough thinking and now is the time for action. It's someone who can see the bigger picture. You're picking a new direction because you've seen the bigger picture. You can also see where the future growth is, and it's not currently where you're at. Your soul is wanting to burst free. Freedom of spirit. There's something that you really, really want to do, and you've kept pushing it down, and now it's almost as if you're losing control. And that's because this energy is coming in. There's something here about your confidence as well. Because of this constant negative self-talk, you have knocked your own confidence. But you also know that you can't remain in the timeline that you're currently in, because it's not serving you well, it's not fruitful, it's not providing you with anything. Now, the bottom row, there's something here, Aquarius, about somebody who was argumentative, someone who had to win at all costs, and someone who wasn't being particularly truthful. Now, this could be you or someone that you're dealing with, but either way, we have someone here who has been ghosted, shunned away by a devious energy, and now communication is coming in towards that. Now, this could go both ways. This could be somebody that was dishonest to you, and you ghosted them, and now they're coming in with messages towards you, or you were dishonest to someone and you deliberately ghosted someone, you deliberately pushed somebody away, because it's the way that this person's looking at these people who have been shunned and pushed out in the cold. You've deliberately ghosted someone, deliberately neglected, and now you want to communicate to the person. That could go either way. So again, and cross watchers, it's up to you to use your own intuition about what side of the table you're sitting at for that one. Okay. In your guidance, you have a Queen of Wands and your 10 of Coins. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who is highly attractive, highly intelligent. They're a go-getter. They are magnetic, starfish energy. If I was to best describe the Queen of Wands energy, it's a starfish energy. It's a very magnetic person, someone who's very alluring. In your guidance, because this is in your guidance, your ultimate happiness, your ultimate stability, your long term, there's something here long term. Be open. Don't keep your energies closed off, Aquarius, because I get the feeling that somebody's wanting to approach you with a long-term offer. Someone sees you as long-term. You're passionate about your future also. There's also an apology here that is going to release your burden. So either somebody needs to apologize to you to release their burden, or you need to apologize to them to release their burden. Either way, there's a burden here pertaining to a Queen of Wands. Now, sometimes as well, the Queen of Wands, for me as a reader, this can come out as the other person, the other woman, the femme fatale. So for those of you who have made a mistake and were tempted away by a third energy, this is the time for you to make amends for that. Because it's in your guidance. For some of you as well, the energy goes the other way, and it's you will be receiving an apology pertaining to someone being led astray. They now realise that their long-term lies with you. But there's definitely in your guidance here about the need to release your burden, or someone's needing to release their burden with you. That's a strange one, Aquarius, because it's very, very 50-50. Usually I can quite easily and quickly pick out which way the energies are going. But this one is very 50-50 because some of you need to give this apology and the other half of you need to receive this apology. There's a definite burden here between you and another individual that pertains to, very strongly here, a third energy. You need to make the decision, Aquarius. If you don't do it now, you never will. Right, I'm going to see if I can get some final guidance for you. Aquarius energies, please. For December, Aquarius, please. Okay, we have relief. I thought that was mistletoe then. And we have prosperity. So 22 is a 4, stability. And 32 is a 5, which is change. And at the bottom of that deck we have number 4. 4s pertain to stability. Again, so there's a lot of stability here, Aquarius, that wants to come in for you. But there is something here that you need to address before that stability can be achieved. Right, I'll just get you the book for these. Okay, so number 22, relief. It says, and you're not going to believe this, Aquarius, so I'm going to show you. You've been carrying a heavy load for too long. There's your heavy load. You've been carrying a heavy load for too long now. The overwhelming sense of responsibility has grown all out of proportion to the reality of the situation. Relief is at hand. All you have to do is reach out and grasp it. But in order to do that, you must release what you are clutching. Let it go. You do not need to carry it anymore. It says, I have carried the burden for long enough. It is time to let it go. I release the burden to the divine, and I accept the relief that comes as I let go. I will let myself rest. It suggests in lemon balm, makes things easier to bear, eases an overwhelming sense of responsibility and lightens a too serious mood, and rhodonite, which aids in restoration and recovery. And then number 32, prosperity. When things are challenging in terms of money or resources, the inclination is to hold tight, grasp at what you have, but prosperity is meant to flow. Do not close yourself off from the abundance of the universe by giving into a scarcity mindset. Plant whatever seeds you are able and receive what is given. It says, I have all that I need, including having enough to share with others. I continually encourage the flow of abundance in the world and eliminate the blocks that hoarding causes. It suggests in a money plant resembles the full moon, the fullness of power, blessings and abundance. And also dendritic agate. I do apologize if I've mispronounced that one. It is known as the stone of plenitude. And then number 4, creativity. Creativity is not just something that is nice to have in your life. Creativity is your birthright, and it is also one of the most basic drives in human beings. Sadly, our culture does not value creativity and its views it as an indulgent pastime. Heal your creative self by falling into the arms of the divine feminine. It suggests in Lady's Mantle, enhances fertility, feminine healing, and a connection to the divine feminine, with carnelian to promote creativity and fertility. It says, I am a creative being and actively feed my creative self through the arts and through nature. I express my creative being with passion and confidence. Okay, so Aquarius, that is what I have for you for the month of December. We don't know what it is that we're reading out because we don't know your lives. So if it did help or if it resonated, please do let me know. I love hearing from every single one of you. And also, if you would like a chance to win the Tree of Life wire wrap necklace, which is sitting just down there, then please just leave me a comment in the comments box, and that is your entry. Oh, there's another message here as well about some of you being scared about how you're going to provide. Your abundance is basically being blocked by your own fears. Your soul growth is being blocked by your own fears. And the first step to unblocking your energy is this burden. Because you're carrying a burden, might it be that you owe an apology? If so, then it's probably best for you to clear that energy sooner rather than later. Facing your fears, and we had that in your beginning oracle cards as well, because now the divine's stepping in basically and is about to throw you in at the deep end. So don't be scared. Take this in stages, okay? So sorry to cut off the roundup there. Yeah, I do hope that you have a lovely December, Aquarius. Please get in touch. Okay, bye.